No, I guess not, because he's down there now. Is he down there now, standing waiting for us?
Okay, we are gathered here today to celebrate the wedded union of Julie and Chris. To marry is to form an equal partnership, tied together by the tenuous bonds of emotion and love. It is at once the most fragile of relationships and yet the strongest. Fragile because it requires exactly the right mix of freedom and interdependence, of caring and of sharing, of being together and of being alone. It's the unseen forces of something we usually call love, mutual devotion, concern for the happiness of the other, joy in each other's company. For there is no stronger force involving human relationships than this silent bond of love. Remember that this wedding is only a symbol, a celebration, a public recognition of what already exists in the silent places of your hearts. It is your marriage, and not something that is created by the government or the church. It is yours to define, yours to make real, yours to live. Nothing I can say or anyone else can say can make it any more than that what already exists in your hearts. Remember also that marriage is a shared relationship. It is a means of showing your commitment to one another, not a blind surrendering of personality. It is not an excuse to become limited in your outlook. It is an opportunity for mutual growth. Love is the central theme in marriage. It is the simplest and yet the most complex part of a relationship between husband and wife. And sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses on Valentine's or romance in the movies. We begin to know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is the creator of our favorite memories and the foundation of our fondest dreams. Love is a promise that is always kept, a fortune that can never be spent, and a seed that can flourish in even the most unlikely of places. And this radiance that never fades, this mysterious and magical joy, is the greatest treasure of all, known only by those who know love. If I speak in tongues, or in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became an adult, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Okay? And now Chris's cousin Wendy is going to come and share with you some of the more interesting and unique customs that are traditionally associated with the Greek wedding ceremony.
Not that Ross hasn't been interesting so far.
We're just getting started.
A Greek wedding is vibrant with music, dancing, blessings, processions, readings, the transfer of the bride's ring from her left to right hand, and even the bride and grooms stepping on one another's toes to establish dominance in the one who gets there first. There is no exchange of rings and no actual vows in a traditional Greek wedding, because union is less about a legal binding and more about a celebration of love. The Greek ceremony is full of traditions and symbolism. Spitting, mostly dry spit, has been held as a sign of luck and good wishes by Greek people for centuries. It's not unusual for the bride to be spat upon from both sides all the way up the aisle. It's a good thing for Julie that you all weren't aware of this tradition beforehand. The groom does not get away scot-free either. During a Greek Orthodox wedding, there's a tradition for male relatives of the bride to slap the groom on the back, sometimes with force, as a way of welcoming the groom into the family. Go easy, Ross. In some areas of Greece, guests to the wedding wear a traditional charm in the form of a small eye that protects the wedding celebrants from bad luck. A Greek bride may carry a lump of sugar on her wedding day to ensure she has a sweet life, or she may carry ivy as a symbol of endless love. Greek brides wore traditional wedding veils of yellow or red, which represents fire. These brightly colored veils were supposed to protect the bride from evil spirits and demons. In ancient Greece, diamonds were considered teardrops of the gods, and it was believed that a diamond reflected the flames of love. The highlight and the actual moment of marriage in traditional Greek wedding ceremony is the ritual crowning of the bride and groom. The crowns are called stephana and are made of white or gold wreaths and are attached by a single strand of ribbon. This signifies the union of the couple, as well as indicates the pair's rule over their household. They are charged to rule with wisdom, justice, and integrity, as I'm sure you will. The circular symbol also represents completion. The crowns symbolize that the marriage is noble and that the couple is beginning a new family, a dynasty together. The wreaths also harken back to the Greek Olympics, where they were presented as first-place trophies. This is not to be confused with the modern vernacular of the trophy wife. A popular and very interesting tradition is the baby rolling on a traditional matrimonial bed. Babies of friends and families are placed on the bed and gently rolled from side to side. The bed is also strewn with rose petals, coins, and sugar-coated almonds to bring fertility and prosperity to the couple. Unfortunately, Angela and Jody, and Tam and Brad, aren't here with their babies to bring fertility and prosperity to you. Although, you never know what they're doing right now back home. One Greek tradition that Julie and Chris have requested to be followed here is that the groom receives an herbal boutonniere from the mother-in-law as a symbol of her blessing. Please come up here.
She jabs you with the pen. You know how she feels.
Too close to that clip. Are we on the lapel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect. Thank you.
A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. Now Julie and Chris will get you to face each other and hold each other's hands. I'll do that. So, didn't that blow? All right. You see what happens right. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears of